Welcome into Taylor Kitchen. Look at this bounty. Thanks to our friend Tommy, I am loaded up with zucchini, and I'm going to be making all things zucchini, as you can see, in the next week or so. But I'm going to start with a chocolate zucchini bread. I feel like that is such a great introduction for kids to kind of sneak a vegetable into something that is delicious and sweet, and in this case, chocolatey. So we're gonna start with, let's see, I'm picking the biggest zucchini out of this puppy. Look at that, look at that. And I'm gonna give it a wash, and then we're gonna grate it and get onto this zucchini bread because it's so easy. You just mix it in one bowl, put it in your pan, bake it, it's amazing. All right, let me show you. I have just a big, this is called a cheesecloth. You can use any kitchen towel, but I'm going to grate the zucchini onto the towel, and then I need to squeeze out all the excess liquid so it doesn't interfere with the texture of your cake. And I'm going to use this side of a four-sided box grater. These things are amazing. You can do this in a food processor if you want to with the grate, but I like to do it old-fashioned sometimes, and this is really easy to clean. And it doesn't take very long at all. You see, this is making quick work of this zucchini. You don't need to peel the zucchini. All right, look how much. Whoa, that made a lot of zucchini. That's a big mound. Then just draw up your towel. Whatever towel you're using is totally fine as long as it's clean. And you just want to squeeze the excess liquid into a bowl or over your sink. Look how much comes out of that. Look at that. Can you see how much? That's crazy. I need roughly 2 cups of shredded zucchini. And this will do it, and then some. I'll have extra. I'll make some zucchini fritters or... There's my 2 cups. And I'm just gonna set the rest of this aside, and then we'll make the batter for the bread. The batter is super easy. I just need a couple of eggs. I just want to give those a little whisk to break them up. Gonna add a tiny pinch of salt. And then I need a 1/3 cup of coconut sugar and a 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, or in this instance, I'm using raw cacao. I want to make sure this is nice and chocolatey, so I'm not skimping on that 1/3 cup. Then I'm going to use a teaspoon of instant espresso. It just really enhances the chocolate flavor without making it taste coffee-ish, if that makes sense. It doesn't really, but it's just science. And then I've got a 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla. I like to use vanilla paste. Give it a big mix here. Incorporate all that cocoa. And then I need a 1/3 cup of avocado oil. This is going to be my nice neutral-ish oil. Like the original recipe from back in the day calls for shortening. I don't like to use shortening, so I'm using avocado oil. Shortening has hydrogenated oils in it, which, as you know, are really awful for you. So I prefer to use something like this. And it's not a seed oil technically, so a good oil to use with a more neutral flavor than olive oil. And then 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Right, and then we go in with a 1.5 cups of flour and our zucchini and give this a mix. You see how simple this is? So simple. I'm just going to keep mixing and folding slowly until everything is incorporated. There will be additional moisture coming out of that shredded zucchini so that the flour can soak it all up. All right, there's my batter. And then I have a loaf pan that I sprayed, and then I just lined it with kind of a half sheet of parchment paper to make lifting this out easier. I want to make sure that nothing sticks. And this comes out into a nice, even loaf. All right, this is going to go into my 350 oven for 50 minutes to an hour. It's pretty dense. Welcome into Taylor Kitchen, and if you haven't yet, please take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications to our YouTube channel. Click that bell icon below to make sure you get all the latest from us, and give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. It really helps out our channel, and we so appreciate you. Also, check out tkfoodie.com. You can sign up there to make sure you get emails from us so that you don't miss a thing. Our chocolate zucchini bread is out of the oven. I let it cool just a little bit. These parchment paper flaps make it super easy for me to lift out, which was my plan. So look at this, dense and chocolatey and delicious. All right, get a load of this. That steamy, it's moist on the inside. Now you could add chocolate chips if you wanted to this, but I just kept it with the raw cacao, the cocoa powder. It's nice and chocolatey, and it's not overly sweet because I just used a 1/3 cup of coconut sugar. And so I'm gonna call this a healthy treat, healthy-ish treat. So you've got to check out the recipe for this chocolate zucchini bread. It's on tkfoodie.com. You're gonna love it.